Hi, this is Letters to You in 110. This one's called Ruts. Dear Ewan, I'm sitting on the porch after a full Austin day. T and J took their daughter to college, and I'll leave for Edmonton before they're back. I'm on the porch. I just smoked a bowl and watched an episode of an anime. Somehow, even though it was a full day, this couch feels like a rut. So many things are telling me not to write. I want to trust feelings like that, and I can sense a hypnosis of being here on this couch of all couches and letting my light go out somehow. I have just come from the Monday night flow at the studio. It was good to see everybody after being gone so long. I felt a huge misalignment with one of the participants. He was like a dead zone to me. That was new. People were interested in him, and I wasn't at all, it seemed. People were interested in him, and I wasn't at all, it seemed. There's a comma goes there. I lost myself a bit and followed a trigger into more aliveness. That's pretty normal. I owned what was my underneath at the end. I have a history of hurting myself to ensure that everyone will be okay. I see this as love, even though I can see the deeper love that love doesn't require me to keep everyone okay. I might have also said, you worship doubt, and I'm going to stop doing that. It felt good that I avoided the rut where I don't get the chance to own the underneath. It was classic to see that my aliveness always finds me on these Monday nights. My brain went right back to survival and thriving. What kind of Universe 25 mice are we? It started with me saying, I love generosity and want more of it, and him saying, I don't trust people that love generosity because it feels both like eating junk food and denying all the generosity that's already happening. I don't think he understood that when I say generosity, what I mean is generous in acknowledging the humanity around ourselves. Before the session, a younger guy that I fool around with now and again told me he loved me today. We had sex and were laying there, and I was talking about the letters, and he said it. I love you. He'd said it before, but this time he didn't seem ashamed to say it. I didn't feel weird hearing it. I could empathize with him. It's okay to love somebody more. There was a radiance when he said it. I don't feel romantic toward him, but his freedom was beautiful. The rut where he feels it but doesn't feel okay saying it, even though he knows I'm not going to say it back, is over. It was a beautifully undramatic hurdle to cross. Earlier, I did a 30-minute call with a young woman who was thinking about doing coaching with me. It felt good. I liked her. I really like when I like them right away. She's discerning without being neurotic. When I asked her to slow down or stay in a tricky spot longer, she was open. I told her, you're like a cat that always lands on its feet, even in outer space. She seemed mildly amused. I'm not that interested in being the greatest coach on the planet. What keeps me doing it is working with people with whom I'm in alignment. I feel hopeful. Well aligned clients are meaningful to me. Before the new woman, I saw my ex monk client. He missed me, and I felt a desire to be more available to my clients while I'm traveling. It was nice to sync back up with him. His life has gotten a lot better since we've been working together. He has trouble forgiving himself for life being hard. It was a session full of finding forgiveness and recommitting. The session had lots of both tears and laughter. Brian was my first coaching call of the day, and it went great. We got into high trust with each other so quickly, and then talked about what it's like to protect your partner against feeling the feelings they need to feel. We just stayed in that place together where we're allowed to be new at something that sounds easy but is wobbly, like all good learning can be. The first relatefulness I did was my Monday morning call. Val wasn't there. It was Miriam. I told her about the letters, and she asked me to set the context of the flow by reading one. I picked the one about the Facebook ads targeting me for being anxious attachment style. It was interesting as I edited the read aloud letter in real time for flow. I like when I feel good saying them out loud. The group went into a bigger tizzy than I expected. It took a while for people to actually connect between each other instead of just bringing shares only to me. The other facilitators who were participating helped a lot. The idea of unrequited love being okay. I'm so glad I get to share about that. The impact on the world is beautiful. There was a new woman in the group who had come on an impulse and never done relatefulness before. She was cool. At one point, she kind of exclaimed, "Love isn't some fucking boomerang." And everybody seemed to feel more relaxed. Earlier at the gym, it was leg day. It was my first week back in the gym, and in the rut I love, my routine. T and J hadn't left for San Diego, and I knew this was my best day to eat really well and get my exercise. It's hard to diet when people want to spend time together. It's weird how my health needs alone time. As I sit on the porch at the end of the day and very, very hungry, it's like I'm feeling the grooves on a record. I realize that these grooves, the ruts, are less scary than I thought. Something about calling them good and bad has made it so much more difficult to keep them conscious. The last rut I'm being with is this fear of ruts. I'm not scared of them anymore, but I'm still interested in how they dance. Some part of me didn't want to come home because of the fear of the ruts. Grief comes right there. Oh, wow. I've been scared of these for years. It's made it much more difficult to love myself and let them love me because of that. I can enjoy and discard as I please. I daydreamed about being in more flow with you today, and that felt nice. Mike.